Let's just get straight into it. And Candlekeep once more.
Done and done.
Alondo the Wise, founder of Candlekeep.
No, excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
He was rather busy, didn't mean to ignore me. Fair enough. You know, unless I find the rest of History of Shadowdale, I don't care. Oh, it's Karen! Baldur version 6.67, my child, look at you! Your face has gained some new lines since the days when I tutored you. Ah, Karen, you speak true, but it's not your fault. You prepared me as well as you could for what lay beyond these walls. I just pray that I'm prepared for what I shall find within them now that I've returned. Why? What's wrong here? Shall I tell the Watchers? The Watchers are no more use than a bundle of sticks. Please, just tell me if you've seen anything strange in the library this past while. Strange? Why, yes, that is just the word I would have used for that coverous fellow. Coverous! Yes, not at all Saravok backwards. He was right here beside me, taking Alondo's prophecies from their place on the shelf and reading them. I could hear his voice, recognize the seer's words upon his quiet breath, but when I turned to steal a glance at him from the corner of my eye, it was the strangest thing. His eyes were closed, and he was reciting page after page as if from memory. He heard your footsteps, it seems, and wandered off. I was just returning the prophecies to their rightful place here. It might be wise to take a look. If this coveress is dangerous, though, I'm afraid I'm too old and bookish to be more than a hindrance. Forgive me, but I must leave you now. Well, it's not at all remotely suspicious, is it? History of Kalimshan. No, we don't want to leave. Normal book. Okay, normal book. I'm going to just hang on to that because it might be something that they just didn't ever give a proper description to, or it might be something that's worth something. Who knows?
No, excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
I remember you. Your father was Garayan, wasn't it? You should see all of the strange fellows who have come to the keep these days. 3 men work for that mercantile organization, Iron Throne, I think they called it. They've been meeting with the 2 spookiest people I've ever seen. It's like clockwork. Every day they meet on the 3rd floor to discuss who knows what kind of dastardly plots. I'm sure they're just boring old merchants counting their money. No, you're right to be sus. They are dodgy as balls.
These walls contain the world's
Theoden, well, dip me in broth and call me stewed if it isn't little Bal Jr. version 6.67. Why, I haven't seen you for nearly, quite some time anyway. Hello, Theoden, how have you been? I still remember you running about the keep in your little swaddling clothes, pestering the elders and spooking the cows. Ain't that right, Jessup? Surely was. Yep, of course you never did stay in those rags of yours long. Yes, I remember, but how have you been? You'd be naked as a jaybird the moment someone turned their back on you. I remember the day that fella Blackstaff came floating in, and there you were, tearing around the outer keep with Garayan hot on your trail. Took the cloak right off his back, you did, and made yourself just the cutest little... Yes. I remember. Could we drop it, please? How have you been? Wait, I remember it all now. There was Kelvin Blackstaff trying his hardest to look important while you ran through the stables with his cape tied around your waist. Such a lark, eh, Jessup? I thought I'd catch my death from laughing, I did. You and me both. Brian was shaking like a leaf, he was so mad. As far as this has been, I should really be going. Nobody was sure what to do, and then Kelvin mutters some words and catches you by the scruff of the neck with some sort of spectral hand. He hauls you out and drops you right in front of him, grabbing his filthy cape in the process. Everyone was scared they were, weren't they, Jessup? Sure enough, scared witless. Yep, and then old Kelvin busts out in the biggest laugh you ever heard. Everyone in the keep was laughing like mad, except you, Baldur Junior version 6.67. You just stood there naked as the day you were born and wondering what the fuss was about. I tell you, those were the days. Oh, look, keep your hazy recollections to yourselves, you old farts. You little rounder, such a temper on you. Show some respect to the man who helped change your diapers. You were such a nice child once upon a time. Go on, get lost, you brat. You started it, fucko. Scroll of web. Anyone can use that, surely. Derpar and Var the Golden. Shadowdale 1. Do we even have that? I don't think we do. History of Shadowdale now is the only series of books I'm actually interested in reading. The rest can just bog right off. Hey, I remember you. Your father was going... Oh, yeah. Exactly the same thing as the other raider. Scroll of Knock. Knock is always useful. Gondol the Lost King. First off, let's make sure Imoen actually has some magic. Oh, blast and bugger. Can't have everything. Okay, what's this letter? This is the prophecies of Alondo. During the days of the Avatars, the Lord of Murder will spawn a score of mortal progeny. These offspring will be aligned good and evil, but chaos will flow through them all. When the beast's bastard children come of age, they will bring havoc to the lands of the Sword Coast. One of these children must rise above the rest and claim their father's legacy. This inheritor will shape the history of the Sword Coast for centuries to come. Wonder who that could be that they're talking about. Surely not Baldur Junior version 6.67, could it be? No. No, it's obviously Saradoc they're talking about. The spawn of the Lord of Murder are fated to come into their inheritance through bloodshed and misery. It is the hope of their father that only one shall remain alive to inherit his legacy. I foresee that the children of Baal shall kill each other in a bloody massacre. Well, they are the spawn of the god of... Sorry, we are the spawn of the god of murder, so... History of the Mune, see? Don't need that. Urian. Another bloody raider. Empty bookshelf. And another copy of the bloody history of Halrua. That must be the spare copy that they keep getting in because Flydia keeps losing hers in fucking haystacks. History of Shadowdale 2. Cook.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Is there a reason why you're in my kitchen? Because Martha here don't like people messing with her kitchen. Is it your kitchen or Martha's kitchen? Ain't that right, Martha? Yeah, I don't like no snot-nosed rats causing trouble here. You better scram before I give you a weapon. Okay. It's the problem with coming back to the place you grew up. People still think you're a kid, even though you're a level 6 cleric. Yeah, Priest of Talos, level 6.
Our
Our
library
library
demands
demands
harem
harem
of
of
knowledge.
knowledge.
Hello, Baldur, new version 6.67. It is good to see you here again, once again. Pity you could not have returned during a more restful time. Why? What's going on that would cause you such stress, Bendalis? Oh, it's nothing, I'm sure. It's just that, well, things seem just a little strange around here. There's decidedly unmerchant-like merchants, for one, and some of our own monks are acting odd as well. One fellow in particular. Really? Who would that be? Well, there is this fellow named Kavaris. I assume he's a visiting sage of some sort. I think that's him right next to you. But he seems more interested in our guests than the tomes. He makes me nervous. I think he's had the same effect on others as well. Young Shistal has been out of sorts for days now. He's not as thick-skinned as I. You remember how nervous he used to be? He's quite the opposite now. Seems like a totally different person. I worry about him. I should go. It's been nice speaking with you. Okay, so Shistal's been taken over by a doppelganger. Obviously. Oh no, it's just Priest of Ogma. Let's talk to Priest of Ogma.
Contain the world's knowledge.
Where's Tethtoril? He's a busy man and I don't keep track of his schedule, sorry. Okay, what about Olron? Olron's on the 6th floor. Okay. Fine. I'm sure I should have run into Coverus by now.
You need something, stranger.
There he is. I thought I might find you somewhere around here. Allow me to introduce myself. Please do. My name is Coverse. I used to work for your father, running messages to his harper friends in Waterdeep. Before he passed on, he entrusted this ring to me and asked that I give it to you should evil ever befall him. Will you take it? And what evil befell him, Coverus? You were there. You saw it all. A woman, an armored figure, 2 ogres wielding clubs, and 2 archers. But Garion's petty magic was of little use against them, was it not? And you fled with your tail between your legs, hiding amidst the trees until dawn broke. I was level 1. Bastard. Look, I'll fuck you up at the end of the game, alright? Now shut the fuck up for now. And now it comes full circle, doesn't it? The Iron Throne's so close that you can almost touch them and wreak your revenge for that night. You're right, Coverus. I was there. Myself, my father, and 6 others who tried to kill us. Where were you if you know so much? If you be so void of trust, I'm surprised you've made it this far. It is of little matter. Go seek your vengeance or your doom at the hand of the Iron Throne. I wash my hands of it. Okay. Do I still get the ring? You didn't give me the ring! Bastard! Not that it matters, it's just like a +1 protection ring that I can't use. But I could have sold it. Not that I need money because I'm stupidly rich.
But in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos will be sown from their passage. So saith the wise Alondo.
Baldur Junior version 6.67. You look distressed. What is it, child? Apparently chanters chant everything they say. There is trouble here, chanter. You must help me. You are right, I've felt it too. Pray tell me how this aging frame can help you. As chanter, you know the history of this keep better than any other. I've grown up here, played within its walls, but there were many places I was never allowed to go. I'm older now, and I will go where I must, but please, are there any places in this keep of which I was never told? But what right have you to ask that, child? I'm not a child anymore, chanter. The entire keep is in danger, even its most secret and sacred places. Please, chanter, Gorion would have had it so. I am growing old and the young... fuck this. I'm growing old and the young are not so old anymore, nor the carefree so carefree. Alondo the seer, one who founded this fortress of knowledge and whose prophecies I chant each day, he is entombed deep within the bowels of this place. I tell you this, Baldur Junior version 6.67, because you're right, it is time you knew. But I beg of you, in Goria's name, do not venture into those trapped and warded halls unless some higher power than myself bids you go. Your stepfather would never forgive me for your loss. I must go now, child. Baldur Junior version 6.67. It is time to chant the seer's prophecies, as I always have. Well, the Lord of Murder shall perish, and in his passing he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos shall be sown in their passage, so saith the wise Alondo. Is about all I can say. I think I might want to try going all the way up, because why not? Even though I know it's the third floor that the meeting's taking place on.
Of course, is it you?
Who's this? Oh, it's Shistal. Alright. Leave me be, stranger. I've work to do. Don't you recognize me? It's Baldur Junior, version 6.67. Oh, certainly. Baldur Junior, version 6.67. I did not recognize your face. My apologies. I trust your journeys have been comfortable. The cloakwood can be cold this time of year. If you'll excuse me, I should go. How'd you know I'd gone to the cloakwood? I have relatives in the region. Yes, they must have seen you and sent a note on your progress. How would they know who I was? I think you're full of shit, Shistel. You would do well to leave me be. I tire of this game. Take your questions and go away, monkey. Oh no, I have many more questions to ask. For starters, who are you really? I'm your deaf, foolish meat. Oh, a greater doppelganger. Well, that was awkward. Glad I saved it.
No, excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Garnet gem. Whoa. Locked! Here's us without a functional rogue.
Our
Our
library is a
library is
man's
a man's
harem of
harem of
knowledge.
knowledge.
Baldur version 6.67. Good to see you. I trust you are well. I feel as though life is dragging me along by a noose, Piatto. Not good at all. My friend, I'm so sorry to hear this. Please, if you need to chat about anything, do not hesitate to come by my quarters. You do remember where they are, don't you? No matter. First, we must make sure you get some rest. Garion's old room is where you shall stay. No need to tell you where it is, I'm sure. Third room on the south corridor, just as it was. I believe there may be a few things there that Garion left you. Here, let me take you to the chest.
Of course, our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
After you retrieve the scroll, it would be good of you to see Tefteril. He's waiting for you just upstairs. Okay. You know, I'm actually not entirely sure I've ever been this high up before in Candlekeep. I don't think I have. Which is really interesting. Because it's not often that you play a game that you're quite familiar with and find something new. Nothing in his wardrobe. 106 gold is useful, and a letter. What saith the letter? Hello, Bal Jr. version 6.67. If you're reading this, it means I've met an untimely death. I would tell you not to grieve for me, but I feel much better thinking that you would. There are things I must tell you in this letter that I might have told you before. However, if my death came too soon, then I would have never been given the chance. First off, I'm not your biological father, for that distinction lies with an entity known as Baal. The Baal that I speak of is the one you know of as a divinity. In the crisis known as the Time of Troubles, when the gods walked Faerun, Baal was also forced into a mortal shell. He was somehow forewarned of the death that awaited him during this time. For reasons unknown to me, he sought out women of every race and forced himself upon them. Your mother was one of these women, and, as you know, she died in childbirth. I had been her friend and, on occasion, lover. I felt obligated to raise you as my own. I've always thought of you as my child, and I hope that you still think of me as your father. You're a special child. The blood of the gods runs through your veins. If you make use of our extensive library, you'll find that our founder, Alaunder, has many prophecies concerning the coming of the spawn of Baal. There are many who want to use you for their own purposes. One, a man who calls himself Sarevok, is the worst danger. He studied here at Candlekeep, and thus knows a great deal about your history and who you are, Gorion. Okay. Now I need to see Tethtoril, who is up the stair. And I'm also going to be ripping everybody off. Because this is obviously people's private quarters. Damn it, I'm not ripping everybody off because I can't pick locks. This is a thing I have rectified in my Dragon Age Origins playthrough that I've just begun, because I am playing as a rogue in that, specifically so that I can pick all the locks, steal all the items, and be as roguish a rogue as I can possibly be. I'm not going to steal a gold necklace from a priest of Ogma, not in front of him. Okay, Tethtoril just upstairs.
Our
Our
rules are
rules are
very
very
strict.
strict.
Are they? Gate Warden? You there, stop and surrender yourself. You're accused of murdering the men Brunos Kostak, Thaldorn Tenovich, and Ryutar Anchev. If you give yourself up now, you'll be assured of a fair trial. You what? No, I didn't, and I'm not surrendering. Oh. Bring it on. Oh dear. Okay. Well then. In that case, let us read and copy that, put it back in the scroll case, and go back downstairs because, yes, that's the fourth floor, this is the third. Here we are. Because you get more XP, I believe, if you actually do commit the murders that you're about to be accused of. So let's go and kill some people. My dear sir, you must realize that it is manners that make the gentleman, so would you kindly prove that you are one by leaving? Right people can afford to be rude, but this is not you. Leave now before my irate companion Brunos lets his temper get ahead of his reason. Nah. You're the leaders of the Iron Throne. We're the ones who've caused you so much trouble over the past weeks. We know what you're all about, and soon so will Duke Elton. You're that... and you're stupid enough to admit this. Well, my young friend, you may find safety within the library, but once you've left, there will be no place for you to run. How about we just end all of our problems right here and now? Draw steel and let's sort everything out with the sharp of our blades. Even though I'm using a flail, Viconia's got a mace. This is most distasteful. I've always known that rudeness is how the weak make themselves look strong. Even if you were to somehow beat us in battle, how would you escape the keep? Or did you think that the monks would let you go about murdering everyone within their keep? Crash them muttonheads, boys! Okay. Well, that's uncomfortable. For everybody. You know, I think this fight could deal with more fireballs. You lob in that.
Cool,
Jean-Claude, you're a clear fellow.
And Imoen, you lob in one of those. There we go. Alrighty.
Of course, if it's you. Yes. Speak, let me go. You boys,
What do you want?
What
now I wonder. Don't ask.
Citadel 5. Do I have that? One, and I'll swap those around actually. Six, 12, and 13, and normal book. +1 Morning Star. Whoa! And that's just going to be a +1 longsword that I can't identify yet. But that is what it is. Pretty sure. Righty. Oh, well, that's convenient. A single scroll of identify. And here's the interesting thing. I'm pretty sure that no plans were picked up, which is interesting. Chainmail +1. Well, alright. Well, that happened. I suppose it's time to go and get arrested.
I should be fine.
Junior version 6.67, stay where you are. I do not wish to harm you, but you must come with me. You are to be questioned regarding the murder of the Iron Throne leaders. They were apparently killed not an hour ago, not a minute ago, and an item of yours was found with the bodies. Really? Please, you will get a fair trial if you come quietly. I will use force if I must. Alright, I surrender. Take me to Elrond or to Tethtoril so I can prove my innocence. I'm glad to hear that. I do not wish to harm you. I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon. Well, so, Baldur Junior version 6.67, you have sullied your father's name by defiling his home and bringing ruin to a peace that has lasted for centuries. I spit on you and all of your friends. Your transgressions will be punished in the most severe form. I formally accuse you of the murders of Brunos Kostak and Realtar Anchev. Ah, fine, do your worst, you old coot. From everything we've seen and found, it's not hard to figure out what your purpose was. From what I've been told, you've been trying to place all the misfortune of the Sword Coast squarely on the shoulders of the Iron Throne. I assume you and your friends are assassins in the employ of Arm. Perhaps you were sent north to create discord in the region before an Armian invasion. It matters little. You and your friends are to be sent to Baldur's Gate where an appropriate punishment will be administered. Yeah, right. Seems like he didn't know who I was either. I feel like he should. Tethtoril! Hello, young one. I'm sorry to see thee in such terrible circumstances. I know thee well enough to see that you've been falsely accused. Tomorrow Elrond will most likely sentence thee to be sent to Baldur's Gate. There thou wouldst receive the death penalty for these actions. I know that Gorion would not want to see his only child killed a scant few weeks after his own death. 'Tis as a favour to his memory that I will help thee escape. Make thy way through the catacombs beneath the library, but disturb them not. I have your possessions with me. You must take them. Go with haste. Okay. Do you know anyone by the name of Kavaris? I know no one named Kavaris, but Kavaris is the reverse of Saravok, a young man who accompanied the leaders of the Iron Throne when they first came. I know not where he has gone. It is now time for you to go, Mal Junior version 6.67. I can teleport you to the secret room that leads to the catacombs, but from there you are on your own. You must be careful within the catacombs, as there are many guardians and traps, and perhaps whoever planned these murders. However dangerous the catacombs may be, they are a safer alternative to Elrond's wrath. Okay, teleport us to the Sacred Library. We're as ready as we'll ever be. Okay, now, first off, Imoen gets to level up. 4th level mage now. Whoa. Actually, what is everyone's best kill? A sim for Imoen, for Edwin, Devion. Nice. Do Baldur, New Bedford 6.67 last. Viconia has taken out a Syrian. Minsk, a battle horror. Dawn, Shold the Nereid, and a battle horror for Bal Jr. version 6.67. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now,
Don
Don't
and
and
Don. Where You are so irritating.
irritating.
ha ha ha.
I care not. I've done had enough of this.
Shit. Ooh, stunning. That's pretty cool. And a medium shield +1. Requires 12 strength. Viconia has less than that. Yes, only 10. Fair enough. And a globe of invulnerability and monster summoning. Excellent.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
A simple
Simple
task.
task.
This door leads back to the upper levels of the keep. From the looks of it, it's heavily watered. Luckily, Tethra teleported you past such an obstacle. Common sense dictates that you make your escape through the opposite door.
You must
You must
gather
gather your party before venturing forth.
And here we are.
Hello there.
Oh no! My book! You stole my book, you carrot! Look, die, Doppelflidier. There we go.
Don
Don't
and
and
Hopefully there's not too many traps in here. A couple of ghasts is fine.
worthless live game here.
erect. I can hardly believe it. You, the spawn of Baal himself. Urgathos was wise to tie my fate to yours. Think of the rivers of blood we could spill across the realm.
Yes, I look forward to exploiting my bloodline to its fullest.
Yes, I can see it now. A great fate awaits. Do not forget those who have bled for you when you finally ascend.
We shall see.
Speak and be gone.
Look, come on. Of course, there's groovy stuff to find here in these catacombs.
Go for the eyes!
Nothing there, though, apparently. Maybe in here, we'll say. Oh, that's a lot of ghasts.
Simple task.
I will listen for now. What is it now? My actions. Yes. What now, I wonder?
Okay.
Done.
Yeah, let's see what's down this way. A magic missile trap that murders Edwin, apparently.
What now, I wonder?
Now there's the trap. Okay, fine. Takes Dawn a while to trigger it, but Edwin is... Okay, now...
Yes?
Let's just go down here by myself, shall we?
Perhaps I'm a bit more hurt than I thought.
Okay, fine.
Of
Of course, is it you?
Be
Direct. Try to keep up. Cool, speak, I'll be gone. Try to keep up.
Oh dear. This is
What now, I
unfortunate.
wonder? Yes, I will listen for now.
Let's call it here for the time being, as I have other things that I need to be about today. We'll get back to the escape from these horrible catacombs beneath Candlekeep soon enough. But for now, I bid you all farewell.